Chennai, to share her knowledge insights on designing interdisciplinary courses for future-ready skills. I now invite Dr. Sashikala, Assistant Professor of Education from Stella Matna College of Education, to deliver the formal welcome address. Over to Shashi, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, whether my voice is audible, ma'am?
Yes, it's
Yes.
clear, Shashi, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all present here. Great learning begins with the simple step of curiosity. On behalf of Stella Maritna College of Education, Ashok Nagar, Chennai, and Sri Vidya College of Arts and Science, Virudhunagar, it gives me an immense pleasure to warmly welcome you all to the National Seminar 5-day Faculty Development Program on Understanding NEP 2020, shifting focus from knowledge transmission to skill development. This program aims to enrich our understanding of the National Education Policy 2020 and its transformative emphasis on competency based learning, skill enhancement, and holistic development. I am delighted to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished resource person, Dr. Mrs. J. Annapriya, Assistant Professor of History, Stella Maritno College of Education. She holds an impressive academic profile with MA History, MA Tamil, MA Public Administration, MEd, MPhilNet Education, and PhD Education. And she had more than 9 years of teaching experience. Her expertise spans educational psychology, educational management, ICT in education, and outcome-based education. She has made notable research contribution, including publications in UGC CAT listed journals, Scopus, etc. The authorship of the book Ilakiyat Malarvanam and several paper presentations at international and national seminars and conferences, etc. Her dedication to the continuous professional growth is reflected in her successful completion of numerous SWIME, courses, and RP courses and faculty development programs across reputed institutions. Today, she will be sharing her insights on the topic designing interdisciplinary courses for future ready skills. We are honored to have such an inspiring and versatile expert with us today. I also take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to all the academicians, faculty members from various colleges, research scholars, student teachers, and supporting staff who have gathered here. Your participation reflects your passion for professional development and your dedication to enhancing the quality of education. I ensure that this FDP will provide a rich insights, fruitful discussions, and meaningful learning experience for every participant. Let us come together to explore, engage, and elevate our understanding of the NEP 2020 and its vision for transforming the educational landscape of our nation. Once again, I wholeheartedly welcome you all to this program. Thank you and wishing you all an enriching learning experience.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Shashikala, for extending a warm welcome to us. Now we are eager to learn from Dr. J. Annapriya, our eminent speaker for the session on designing interdisciplinary courses for future-ready skills. We hand over the session to you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am. And
yes,
the PPT is also visible.
Yes, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the college secretaries, the principals, the IQAC coordinators, and the entire organizing committee members for granting me this opportunity to be a resource person in this faculty development program. And it is truly an honor to share this academic space with dedicated educators. And I'm happy to interact with you all on the theme, that is very important, and it is reshaping our higher education in India, that is the designing interdisciplinary courses for future-ready skills. Yes, we are currently living in a world where new jobs are emerging every year, you all know, and the many existing jobs roles are disappearing be faster than we can imagine nowadays, because we are in global village. And the students, they are entering college today, will take up professions and that they do not even exist yet. Because the logical question becomes, yeah, the question, yes. How do we prepare learners for futures we cannot fully predict? That is the question. And I may know your department here. So can you give your department in the chat box? I wanted to know whether you are maybe your department. Okay. So can you give your department in the chat box? Yes. You can give your maybe physics, education, English, like that. You can type your department in the chat box. I wanted to see. Yes. Education. So you are 54 members, but I can receive only the 3 or 4 response alone. Yeah, computer science, mathematics, biochemistry, political science, microbiology. Yeah, yes. Yeah, yeah, we are already have an interdisciplinary potential. We are sitting together, yes, right now. And yeah, that is the strength, okay? That is the strength of our NEP 2020, wants every higher education institutions to harness, okay? So even though you are from different department, you are sitting together, okay? So this is all because of the NEP 2020. And the next one is, which skill will matter the most in 2030? Because in the NEP 22, you can read means, so before 2030, we have to include, we have to accommodate, adopt the new education policy like that. So what the NEP said, so before 2030, what are the skills we need? Okay. So the first one, critical and creative thinking. The second one, digital and AI, that means the artificial intelligence literacy. And the third one, communication and collaboration. And the fourth one, adaptability and lifelong learning. And the fifth one, ethical and responsible citizenship. Okay, so these are the skills. Okay, these are the skills we need. Okay, we need. So in simple word, okay, the NEP 22 normally it encourages us to break down the walls, okay, between the disciplines and build bridges of collaboration, so that the learners, they become future ready, the job ready, and the life ready learners. Yes. So before we are going to the topic, I wanted to discuss about what are the difference between the multidisciplinary versus the interdisciplinary education. Okay, what is the because both the concept the NEP stressed. Okay, so what is multidisciplinary? So from the NEP 2020 perspectives, the multidisciplinary means the students, they can learn multiple subjects, but each remains separate. Okay, that is the main difference. And here the knowledge is here addition and not integrated here. And the aim of the multidisciplinary here is the broad exposure we have to give to the learners, and also the flexibility in choosing their courses. That is the main criteria. For example, okay, multidisciplinary, for example, a BSc student, okay, maybe he takes the chemistry, the physics and sociology, but each course is taught independently, okay, with its own learning goals and methods. That is multidisciplinary. And normally the NEP encourages the choice-based learning, the holistic development, and offering courses across disciplines. But here in the interdisciplinary education, okay, here the students, they combine the knowledge and methods, okay, from different subjects. That is the main difference, okay. They learn separately, but here they combine the knowledge and methods from different subjects, and the disciplines are integrated, maybe to understand and in order to solve the real world problems. That is their main aspect, okay. So, and the aim of this interdisciplinary means deep learning, okay, deep learning, and also the skill development, and also the innovation. So these three things is very important for the aim of interdisciplinary. Maybe for example, for the interdisciplinary, the students maybe design a clean water solution using the chemists. They can use the maybe concept from or methods from maybe chemistry, economics, and environmental science in a single project. That is interdisciplinary, okay, that is interdisciplinary. So this is the difference between multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary education. Next, what the NEP 2020 vision for interdisciplinary education. So what really the NEP 2020 stressed on interdisciplinary education. What are the key mandates? Okay, so the first one, multidisciplinary and flexible curricula. Already I told you, okay, the mixed disciplines, they mixed one. And the second one, academic bank of credits and multiple entry exits. Yesterday, just ma'am, I discussed what is ABC and what is multiple entry exit. The third one, vocational and professional integration. What professional integration? So here the NEP 2020 promotes the practical work-related skills maybe into every academic program. For example, the BBA students, they may undertaking the retail or banking internship. Okay, so because it's stressed the hands-on experience, the workshop exposure, and the direct employability skills, okay. And normally the BEd students, they have the internship, okay, 16 weeks of internship, but the NEP is stressed, okay. So we have to give the internship for the BEd students in the inclusive classrooms, okay, inclusive classrooms. And the BA sociology students, they may engaging in the field project with the NGOs, okay. So normally they're working with the people NGOs, okay. So like that, the vocational and proportional integration we have to give. The fourth mandate is shift from rote learning and maybe competency-based education, okay. So here they focus on the measurable skills and the graduate maybe attributes, okay. And maybe here the examples means maybe the engineering students, they not only writes on maybe any paper, for example, the safety systems or anything. Here also they have to design and demonstrate the safety prototype, okay. So normally the students, they are writing the exam and they are getting the mark and they are going, but the NEP, they insisted, they stressed, okay. So you have to design a new thing, the innovative thing. So they stressed. So, and collaboratively, the NEP 2020, it ensures that the higher education, it produces a well-round, that is the all-round, the skilled and the adaptable learners. Maybe they are capable for maybe navigating on unpredictable future. Yeah. Next, why interdisciplinary courses? Okay, what are the need for interdisciplinary courses? Okay, so here normally the world of work, okay, so nowadays it's rapidly transforming. The many challenges such as maybe the climate change, the digital transformation, the artificial intelligence driven workplaces, and also the global collaborations demand, okay. So these the versatile thinkers, who can connect this knowledge across the domain. So the interdisciplinary learning equips the students with first one is the cross-functional problem solving skills. Okay, what is cross functional? Okay, so it is integrating multiple fields. Okay, multiple fields to solve the real problems. For example, okay, so you are maybe designing here the low cost water filter. Every house we are using the water filter. Okay, but it is a very costly. Okay, so we can give, okay, so the low cost water filter using the students, they can do the project, maybe the combination of the chemistry, the engineering, and the community. So what are the community, what are the things? So from that, so the cross functional problem solving skills. Okay, for that we need interdisciplinary approach. The second one, adaptability to emerging careers. Okay, adaptability to emerging careers. So we have to applying the transferable skills across new professions. For example, here the teacher, the teacher, okay, the one who complete the BA degree and they appointed the teaching profession. The teacher trained in the media literacy and also the technology. Maybe they can shift their profession into the educational technology or the digital content roles. That is the adaptability to emerging careers. The third one, integrated cognitive, social, and technical competencies. Okay, so we have to integrated these three. Okay, maybe we have to balance thinking, the teamwork, the digital proficiency, because if the learners, they have only the cognitive skills alone, it's not enough. Okay, so to survive in the global world. Okay, so we have to adapt. We should have the social skill, we should have the technological skills. So we have to integrate all these three: cognitive, social, and the technical competencies. For example, maybe if you wanted to creating a mental health awareness app. Okay, so if you wanted to check the how the mental health, maybe the awareness, okay, how the learners, they know, or the public, they know about mental health awareness. It is, if the students are creating, means they have to combine the three departments. That means the psychology, the ICT, and the communication skills. Okay, so like that we have to integrate the cognitive, social, and technical competencies. Next is creativity and innovation mindset. Okay, so here normally we generating the original ideas by integrating the different discipline perspectives. For example, the students, they combine the artistic design for the visual, maybe for the visual and the visual appeal and the engagement. So with the coding and digital tools. Okay, so to create the interactive and accessible learning materials tailored for the students with disabilities. Okay, so we have to create, we have to innovate something for the need of the society. That is the next one. So these are all the need for why we have to incorporate the interdisciplinary courses in our courses, in our programs. Yeah, the next one, yes, the future ready skills framework. Okay, what are the future ready skills? How the NEP, what it is trying to tell about what are the future ready skills we need. The interdisciplinary education, it helps the students, they build a balanced set of skills. Okay, so they can succeed in the changing, the technology driven, and the socially concerned world. They have to integrate the future ready skills. Okay, so what are the future ready skills the NEP they stressed? Okay, the first one is 21st century cognitive skills. Okay, what is 21st century cognitive skills? Okay, you all know what is cognitive skills. So here the students must train. Okay, must train to think, maybe create critically, to evaluate and the informations, the arguments, and the misinformations. If they are knowing any misinformation, they have to argue. Okay, so they have to think critically, and also they have to generate the original ideas, and the innovative perspectives. Okay, so for this, and also they can use the logical and the computational thinking to solve the complex problems. For example, maybe if you are analyzing the climate data means, so to design the local sustainability solutions, if you wanted to analyze the climate data, so okay, so you have to design, so what are the local solutions for this, like that we have to do. And normally it enables the learners to become the maybe the strategic and the reflective thinkers, okay, not the root learners. Normally the students, they are memorize the concept and they are writing they are writing in the exams. And the second skill is the technological skills. Okay, so here the technological skills, it is now the foundational literacy, because after COVID, the technological skill is mandatory for everyone. Okay, so because it is a foundational literacy for every discipline. So irrespective of disciplines, we have to learn the technological skills. So the learner should be able to, if they learned, okay, so understands the basics of what is artificial intelligence, what is automation, and what are all digital tools. All these things they have to learn, and they work with data for the decision making. Okay, so how we have to do the decision making skills, and the practice safe and the responsible online, because we are using the digital means, definitely we have a negative impact, the cyber crime, all these things. Okay, so the learner should know the online behavior, how we have to behave in the online mode. For example, maybe the using data analytics tools, okay, to study the student learning outcomes, we can use, okay, we can use the technological skills. So normally it equips the students to work smartly. Okay, now instead of maybe they work smartly in digitally transforming workplaces. The next one is the social and human skills. Okay, social and human skills. Yes, because the education must nurture the human qualities. Okay, because that machines cannot replace. Okay, definitely the machines, the artificial intelligence, they cannot replace the human. Okay, the human touch we cannot replace. So the learners, they should learn. Okay, so the effective communication and the collaboration, maybe the teamwork, the interpersonal empathy. The empathy is very important, and the emotional intelligence, and also the leadership in diverse teams. Okay, so this is the social and human skills. The next is entrepreneurial skills. Okay, entrepreneurial skills here. We are not, this skills implies it is not just creating the business, that is not the entrepreneurial skills. We are developing on innovation mindset. Okay, we make the students to think innovatively, that is the entrepreneurial skills. So identifying the opportunities. Okay, so the students, they have to identify what are the opportunities they have, and they wanted to do the unmet needs. That means some of the needs they are not meet their solutions. Okay, and also taking calculated risk and the learning from the failure. So these skills the students, they have to develop. Okay, then if they get failure means, they have to come out from, okay, the resilience skill they should have, and the managing real projects. Okay, from the idea to executions. Next skill is, yes, global citizenship. Okay, global citizenship. So here the students must see, okay, they have to see themselves as the responsible members, okay, of a global city. Everyone, they should think about, yes, we are responsible for globalization. So we have to respect for the diversity, the equity, and the inclusion, and the sustainability and environmental consciousness. Okay, so we have to should have the awareness and the ethical responsibilities. Okay, in the digital and the social space. space. For example, we have to integrating the sustainability development goals maybe into your interdisciplinary coursework. Okay, like maybe energy conservation, maybe you can using and the physics, the economics, and the political science. Okay, so these three disciplines you can use, and you can do the energy conservation projects. Yes, yeah, future ready skills is nothing but it is the smart thinking, the smart tools you have to use, the smart relationships, and the smart action, and the smart value. That is the future ready skills, the NEP stressed. Next one, yeah. Now we are come to the main aspect, how we have to designing the interdisciplinary courses. Okay, the practical approach. Okay, so first I will tell you we have to follow the 6 steps. Okay, in order to design the interdisciplinary courses, and I will explain each one, and after that I will give you the one interdisciplinary course. Okay, how you have to develop. Yes, first step. Okay, interdisciplinary courses. First step, the future skill learning outcomes. Okay, the future skill learning outcomes. What is future skill learning outcomes? So while you are designing the interdisciplinary courses, okay, so under outcome-based education, and the outcome must be reflect of what the students will become able to do. Okay, because that is very, very important. If you are designing for any interdisciplinary course, you should first know what are the outcome the students they will get. That is very, very important. And we have to integrating the knowledge, the skills, and the attitudes. Okay, that is very important. And they should align with the program outcomes. You all know, okay, what is the POs, program outcomes, the graduate attributes, and the NEP 2020 skill expectations. What the NEP expect from the learners. Okay, the learners. So these 3 things you have to have in your mind when you are designing the interdisciplinary courses. So here, first you have to maybe identify the creative problem solving. Okay, creative problem solving. So here the students, they have to apply the knowledge from the multiple disciplines. Okay, so if you are giving the problem to the students and you ask the students to do the projects, means the students, they should approach these problems from multiple disciplines. Then only it is the interdisciplinary. And also to design the innovative solutions to real world challenge. That is the very important real world challenge. For example, okay, so if you wanted to design the low cost assistive device for inclusive classroom, because the braille or any the equipments for deaf and dumb, it is all very costly. Okay, so if you wanted to design a low cost assistive devices for inclusive classrooms, means you have to integrate the first of all the technology and the psychology. So what are the maybe how the inclusive the students are, what are the psychology and the pedagogy, what the method you have to give. Okay, so these 3 things you have to integrate, and you can do the design a low cost assistive device. And the critical and system thinking. Yes, the students, they will analyze the problems holistically, because we have to, if any problems arise, we have to think holistically, not in one side. By understanding the relationship between the social, the environmental, and the technological elements. Okay, for example, if you evaluate the impact of digital learning on student well-being, you can using the research data and the policy review. Like that, you have to do the interdisciplinary, and also the ethical and environmentally responsible decision making. Yes, because the students, they will make the informed choices. Okay, so based on ethics, sustainability, and social responsibility. For example, okay, justify the material selection in a project, maybe considering whether it's affordable, eco-friendly, otherwise the cultural acceptance. So you have to you have to go through. Okay, you have to do some justification. After that only you have to select the material for your projects. That is the ethical and environmental responsible, and the team collaboration and leadership. Yes, because the students, they will work effectively in a diverse teams. They have to showing their adaptability, their communication, and the shared leadership. Okay, and this is all about the first step. We have to identify the future skill outcomes. The second step, okay, so first step, you have to go through all the things, then only you can give. Okay, so the future skill, if the students, they are learning the interdisciplinary courses, then what are the future skill the students they can get? So that is the first step. The second step is select a real world, okay, real world societal themes, okay, societal themes. So here, the real world means the interdisciplinary courses is normally is designed, maybe is it should begin with the problem or the need, okay, where the already the the society we are undergoing. Okay, so when the learners, they connect their knowledge to real contexts, okay, maybe education becomes, then only the education becomes the meaningful, the impactful, and the skill driven. And normally the real world problems, okay, normally these themes, they address the local and the global issues. What are the main local problems? And it requires the multiple disciplines to understand and solve. Because if the local problem is, we cannot solve the local problems with one discipline. Okay, so we have to multiple all the disciplines, and it encourages the creativity, the responsibility, and the innovations. The real problems, we didn't normally don't come with the subject boundaries. So the interdisciplinary learning becomes the essential. For example, so art mean from arts discipline. Okay, so the theme, if you wanted to give any disciplinary for the art related discipline, means the theme like the cultural heritage preservation, because nowadays it is one of the problem. Okay, how you can preserve the cultural heritage. Okay, that is the problem. So you can maybe here the students, they can engage in studying the historical monuments first of all, then they are documenting the traditional art forms. Okay, what are the art forms we have, and using the digital media for awareness campaigns. Okay, so we have to so through digital media, so through Facebook, through Twitter, or through any social media, you can give awareness, okay, about the impact of the importance of the cultural heritage preservation. Okay, and it is normally, it combines the history, the arts, the technology, and the tourism. Okay, so the four aspect is integrated. For example, it is for science. Okay, the theme such as maybe the clean water solutions for villages. Okay, because in the most of the villages, they are getting the problem of they didn't get the pure water. Okay, that is their problem. So what are the solution for this? The villages, they requires here the students, they wanted to analyze the causes of water pollution, why the water is polluted, what are the reason, and after that have to test the water quality, so whether it is the salty water or anything, and design low cost purification solutions. Okay, so if the water is maybe is a salty or any polluted, so maybe in low cost level, how you can produce the purification solutions, and the study community adaptation. So if you are giving low cost, also how the community, how the village people, they can get your low cost solutions, and they can adapt. Okay, so here it is the blending of in this interdisciplinary, maybe the chemistry. Okay, and the salt water testing, so you need the chemistry discipline, you need, and environmental science. So for the causes for the pollution, the environmental science, and the health and economics. Okay, health means because of the water pollution, what are the health issues the villages they are facing, and economics. Okay, so if you are giving the low, even though the low cost purification solution, also how the people, the village people, they can afford for this. So for the four disciplines, the four departments, they come together and they are giving the solutions for the clean water for the villages. And if you take the education field, okay, education field, the theme like the digital well-being for the students, okay, because well-being, you all know what digital well-being means, because we are using the digital social media, so the well-being, so it relates to our everyday life concerns, maybe screen time management. So because maybe from the childhood itself, the students, they are addicted with the screen time, okay, so we have to give the screen time management and the cyber safety, okay. The child, they do not know what is right, what is wrong, okay. The cyber safety is very important, and the psychological impact, okay. So if they are addicted means so what are the psychological negative issues that the children they are facing, and the responsible use of technology. So here we are integrating the psychology, the pedagogy, and the ICT. And if you take the commerce, okay, if you take the commerce, yes, if you take the commerce, maybe the theme like the social entrepreneurship projects, maybe it connecting the business studies, the marketing, the sustainability, and the social work. And the third step is select a real world societal theme, okay. Select a real world societal theme, that is the third one, okay. So the second one, you have to select the real world societal theme, okay. So for the interdisciplinary courses or interdisciplinary project, anything, you have to select the theme based on the real world societal need. The third step is select map the contributing disciplines, okay. Map the contributing disciplines. So here we have to map the real world problems, okay. Real world problems we have to map. For example, for maybe road safety. Here the examples means the road safety awareness, okay. The road safety awareness, maybe what are all the mapping, okay. What are the disciplines you can give, okay. What the disciplines here involved means the geography. Here the maps and hotspot, what are all the safety measures we have to give, okay. And the civics, what are the traffic rules we have to follow. And the ICT, the digital campaigns, and the psychology, the behavioral change, okay. Because the why we have to give important to road safety awareness means the road safety is not just about rules, okay, because it involves the space, the law, the technology, and the human attitude. The second example is cyberbullying prevention, okay. So here what are the disciplines maybe involved means education, maybe through education only you can give the awareness modules, and the psychology, okay. Psychology you can give the emotional impact, and the law here you can give the legal rights, okay. The legal rights, and also ICT reporting tools, okay. So these are the disciplines here it is involved. And the third one is the sustainable farming practices. So here, what are all the disciplines involved here? And the biology, because the crop science, okay, because sustainable farming practices means the crop science. And the economics, okay, because cost benefit, if you are farming means, so the low cost farming procedure. And the sociology, farmers, the community practices. So normally the farmers, how they are practiced for their farming procedure. So these three disciplines we need. The fourth step is design engaging learning experience, okay, learning experience. So here the NEP 2020 and the outcome-based education, they emphasized the learning that is experience. So we have to give experiential learning, not the rote learning. not just we are giving explanation, oh, that is over. That is not right thing. We have to give the experiential learning. We have to shift from the lecture based. Normally we are giving the lecture method, okay? So lecture based delivery to the learning through exploration, because the students, we make the students to undergo the problem and they have to learn, okay? So that is learning through exploration and the collaboration, the creation and the reflections. And the interdisciplinary courses, they try when the students, they do something meaningful, then that is the main aim of the interdisciplinary courses. What are the effective pedagogy? Okay, pedagogies we need for the interdisciplinary. First one is project-based learning. Okay, project-based learning. So in the project-based learning, the students, they work overtime to solve the real world problem, maybe using interdisciplinary skills. For example, you can create the prototype for improving the classroom system, maybe you can use the physics, the architecture and the education. And the case studies and the simulations. So the next pedagogy is the case study and the simulations. So here the learners, they analyze, okay, they analyze the situations, they make decisions and test consequences. For example, maybe simulation of the cyberbullying incident, okay, in cyberbullying incident, and here the student act as the counselor, the policy officer, the teacher and the legal advocate, okay? So you have to provide if the one person is affecting by the cyberbullying incident, so what you are do as if you're just imagine if you are a counselor, what are the counseling method, what are the things you are giving to the victim, like that you have to make the students, okay? And if you are a policy officer, what are the strategic policy you are giving for the cyberbullying incident, like that you make the students and you make the students to explore the explore the problems. That is case study. And the third one is field visit and the community-based projects, okay? Maybe here the students study real, because normally interdisciplinary means they are learning the real life problems, okay? So they have to go and they have to collect the data and propose the solution. That is the main thing. So they have to go for the field visit. For example, maybe you have to visit nearby, maybe in the water treatment plant, okay? And you can design a water safety awareness program, okay? So for local schools, okay? So if you wanted to give awareness to the water safety awareness, means you have to go and you have to maybe learn what are the safety measures they are following, like that. So directly you have to go and you have to get the knowledge and you can give the knowledge to the maybe local schools. That is the field visit community-based projects. Next is team teaching. Yes, here maybe 2 or more subject expert, they co-facilitate, okay? Team teaching means maybe more than 2 teachers, they are combined together and they are giving instructions. That is the team teaching. So they're connecting the concepts here. They are connecting the concepts. And for example, a psychology expert, okay, and the ICT expert. So they are expert for their discipline, okay? They are jointly teach the digital wellness and the safety technology use. So like that, you have to the 2 discipline stuff you have to combine together and you have to do, okay? That is the team teaching. And augmented reality and the VR virtual reality for the real world immersion. So here the virtual experience, that means the online experience that bring the learning beyond the classrooms. After COVID, we are experiencing this type of learning. For example, the virtual reality tool. Okay, so so in the VR tool, using VR tool, you can make the students to tour on heritage monuments. Okay, because it is a positive aspect. Okay, instead of you are going that place and you can spending so much of money, so VR tool, it is the you can include this for maybe students prepare on interactive tourism, maybe brochure integrating, maybe history, design, and the media literacy. So the VR tool and the real world immersions. These are so the fourth step, we have to give the effective pedagogy. What pedagogy you are giving for the students for the interdisciplinary courses? You can select any one course, any method pedagogies, or any two, or maybe up to your courses efficiency. Next is step 5. You can develop outcome-based aligned authentic assessment. Yes, because in the fourth step you are giving pedagogy. Okay, so after you are giving knowledge, after that you have to test the students whether they are following or not. Okay, so that is the, and the assessment also it aligned with the outcome based education. So here the assessment in interdisciplinary learning, you should measure what the students can do, and maybe not just what they can recall, because normally we are testing the students. Yes, we are giving notes and we are asking the questions in the exam, and they are recalling the information and they are writing the exam. But here the measure should be based on the students, what the students they are going to do. It focuses on evaluating the performance, the applications, the creativity, the collaborations, and the values. And what are the effective, maybe authentic assessment methods we can use? Okay, if you are designing any interdisciplinary courses. First one is portfolios. Okay, maybe it is nothing but the evidence of learning progress of the students. Okay, it is the structured collection of the student work. Okay, demonstrating their skills over the time. Okay, so period of maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or throughout the year. That is the portfolio of each students. Maybe example, maybe the portfolio of the digital well-being education. Normally it's including, if you are giving the course name called the digital well-being education, means the portfolio may be it including the survey tools. Okay, what are the survey tools you are using for identifying the digital well-being, and the lesson plans and the posters and the campaign reports. So, and the second assessment is prototypes, campaigns, and the action projects. Okay, so prototypes means before it is going to maybe going to the usage in the society. Before that, it is a prototype. Okay, so it is like before the step in the project. Okay, so the students generate the solutions or awareness programs for any real issues. Again, the water purification prototype, like that. The any action projects. The third one is reflection journals. Okay, so here the students, they document the personal insights. Okay, what they are think. Okay, the personal insights, the challenges, the decisions, and the learning when they are undergone any interdisciplinary courses. It is a reflective journals. Maybe weekly reflective entries during the maybe community-based teaching project or anything, any projects like that. So it's a journal. You are writing it. It's like a diary. And peer and community feedback. Okay, peer and community feedback. You all know what is peer group. So to evaluate teamwork, effectiveness, and social impact of the projects. Maybe the community partner, they reviews the road safety campaign, maybe designed by the students. Okay, so the peer and community feedback, what the community they feedback about the projects, and rubrics aligned to the outcomes. Yeah, rubrics, you all know, the clear scoring. Okay, the criteria, scoring criteria that assess the skills, the creativity, and the responsibility of the students. So the rubric criteria may be based on the problem understanding, how the students they understand the problem, and the interdisciplinary application, how they can include the different disciplines. So based on that, you can assess and the quality of design and solutions. So what are the methodologies they are taking, and also what are the solutions they are giving. So based on that, you have to measure. And the data use and the communication clarity. Yes, what are the data they used, and the proper communication is there in the projects or in the courses, and whether the problem is when maybe the social relevance and the ethical considerations, and whether the project has any team coordination and any leadership. So based on that, you have to assess the interdisciplinary courses. The next step is integrate technology thoughtfully. Okay, integrate technology thoughtfully. So here the technology maybe should be used as a learning amplifier. Okay, learning amplifier. Maybe it is not a replacement for good pedagogy, because we have to use we can use the technology to enhance the inquiry, the collaboration, the creativity, and also the problem solving, and the feedback and accessibility also. So in everything you have to use the technology and thoughtfully, because okay, just like that you can't use the technology. Okay, so if the technology is needed, you can use the technology. That is the sixth step. Okay. So, and what are the effective technology uses? Maybe you can use during maybe in your interdisciplinary courses. First one is data tools for the evidence-based decisions. Maybe the students, they can, if they are collecting or analyzing or interpreting any data to support the conclusions. Okay, maybe you can use your Google Forms, your Google Sheets, or you can use your SPSS to analyze the student, the screen time, okay, habits maybe, and the screen time habits. You can recommend the digital well-being strategies, so that you can use the data tools you can use. And digital collaboration platforms. Yes, the tools that allow the shared thinking and the collective problem solving. You can use using the Google Classroom, you can use, or Microsoft Teams, or the Google Meet, for group projects on maybe any sustainable campus initiatives. And the cyber safety apps and safe practices. Okay, so maybe you have to ensure the students to understand the responsible technology use. Okay, so if the students, they are using technology, they have the responsibility how to use. Okay, that is the main thing. For example, using password managers or reporting tools while developing the cyberbullying awareness module. Maybe, and the AI, maybe the artificial intelligence tools for research and creativity. Nowadays, they are using the artificial intelligence. The students explore the new ideas and improve the academic productivity. They can use the AI tools. Example, if you are using the AI brainstorming tools, okay, normally it enhances our innovative product design, followed by the human, because not only you can't only rely on the AI. So followed that, the human evaluation also we need, and the AR augmented reality and the virtual reality for the real world emotions. So these are the tools you can use. Okay, you can use if you are designing any interdisciplinary courses. So this is the six steps you have to follow if you are designing any interdisciplinary courses. So I'll give you one example of one interdisciplinary course. Okay, the course title. Okay, the sustainable water solutions for local communities. Okay, so this is one type of course. If you are giving this course to your students, means First step, already you all know the first step, the future skill learning outcomes. Okay, the future skill learning outcomes. So first of all, you have to analyze. Okay, if you are giving this sustainable water solutions for the local communities, means you have to analyze whether it is any whether really the local communities, they are undergo these sustainable water solutions. And after that, you have to design, and you have to work collaboratively and interpret water quality data, advocate environmental responsibilities. Okay, so these things you have to, maybe after the courses, definitely the students, they can analyze all these learning outcomes. So first of all, you have to think. Second step is real world societal theme. Yes, the theme is water scarcity and safe drinking water access, because nowadays the water scarcity in one area, maybe surplus of water, but most of the areas in the summer season, the peoples, they have the problem of water scarcity and the safe drinking water access also. This is the theme. Okay, why this theme? Because the water crisis is it's very urgent and it's very visible. Okay, so we can see the problem the people they are facing, and it's a direct connection with the maybe our sustainable development goal 6, that means the clean water and sanitations. And the students, they can create the meaningful local impact. Okay, so this is the real world societal theme. Third one is the contributing disciplines. Okay, so if you are taking this the course, the sustainable water and solutions for local communities, what are the disciplines they have involved? Okay, yes, environmental science. What are the contributions they are giving? Water pollution. Yes, why the water is polluted? Maybe any conservation strategies we have to follow for the polluted water things. That is the environmental science. The second one is chemistry. Yes, chemistry also involved here. The water quality testing. Okay, whether the water is the salt, all these things maybe, and the purification methods. For economics, okay, cost, feasibility, and resource management. If you are giving the purification equipment, means the economics matter we have to follow, and the sociology. Yes, how the community they have to behave, and the adaptation challenge. If you are giving the low cost machines also, if they are willing to buy or not, so this is the so you have to include the sociological aspect and the public policy. Yes, yeah, government schemes, maybe some of the schemes the government they are giving some money, some benefits. Okay, so the government schemes and the legal framework. So if you are giving the sustainable water solutions for local communities, the above all the disciplines they have involved, and they are giving their knowledge to this course. That is the mapping, the contributing disciplines. Third step. Fourth one is engaging and active learning experience. Okay, maybe what are the methodologies? Okay, what are the methodologies? Maybe field visit. Definitely you can. If you are doing any particular local problem, means you have to go. You have to field visit to the water local bodies, and also the sample, the water sample testing. Okay, so the basic lab test. So the basic thing is, say, what are the type of the water like that, and interviewing the households. Okay, what are the usage of it, and how you can use the waters. So you can interview with the household. And the prototype creation, maybe the low cost filters, the rainwater harvesting models, like that you can give the solutions. And expert talk from the PWD, the Public Welfare Department, or NGOs. You can ask them to give any talk to the local communities about the saving of water, or how to use this, how to use the clean water, all these things. So the awareness drives. Okay, so you can give awareness to the schools and the communities regarding the water solutions. Yeah, this is the step 4. And step 5, align authentic assessment. Yes, I'll go fastly because time is 3 o'clock. So the portfolio here, the field data, you can analyze an improvement plan, and you can prototype or model demonstration, maybe the sand filter, the roof water collection model like that, and the community feedback survey uh, results also you can take, and the reflection report, okay, what change in the ecological mindset you can give, and the rubrics measuring. The step 6, thoughtful technology integration, you can digital water quality testing apps you can give, okay, the and also the GIS mapping of contaminated areas. So these are the areas is the contaminated, you can go like that, you can give the Google Sheets for data visualization, and the videos and social media for community awareness like that. So this is what you can give, you can design your multidisciplinary course for your disciplines. Yes, so you are design your courses, but implement interdisciplinary courses in higher education institutions. Okay, because you can't just like that. You can't give any interdisciplinary courses to the students. Okay, so what are the process you have to undergone maybe in the institution level? Okay, so first, if you are giving any interdisciplinary courses to the students, means first the institutional, so you have to give the courses, it should be aligned with your institutional policy and the vision. Okay, that is very important. If you are giving, means definitely you have to have a mind on the institutional policy and the vision alignment, and also form one interdisciplinary curriculum committee. Yes, because you are arts and science college, so you have to form a interdisciplinary committee. Where each department you can give one member, and you have to form the committee. Okay, that is very important. Then identify the themes. Okay, so in the committee you can identify, so what are the local needs, what are the real problems we can give, okay, and what are the skills we need. All these things you have to identify. Then design the course using, already I told you, the 6-step framework. Okay, the 6-step. So after identifying the themes, you can design the course. After that, the internal academic approvals, maybe if you are autonomous or any course, you have to go for maybe your board of studies. If you place your framework to the board of studies and academic council, and after the your approval only, you can give this interdisciplinary course to your students. Okay, and so this is the process. This is the process if you are designing interdisciplinary course. So normally you can give these courses like maybe a value added courses, certificate courses like that you can give. Okay, you can give your students. Normally it's approved internally by the IQAC, the board of studies, and the academic council. It is like institutional level, it is the course. Okay, if you are maybe if you are developing any interdisciplinary program, maybe BSc for physics, but you are developing any interdisciplinary program, means you have to get affiliation from the concerned authority. Okay, so if you are a teacher educationist, you have to get approval affiliated from your NCTE, and if you are art science, you have to get approval and affiliation from your concerned university and also the UGC. Okay, like that. Maybe in the medicine means maybe they want the medical board, like that. So the engineering means the AICT, like that. If you are maybe developing any interdisciplinary program, means you have to go. Interdisciplinary courses means institutional level, you can go for the process, the 5 process, and you can give the interdisciplinary courses to your students. And yes, it is the flexible academic structure. Okay, so the electives, if you are giving in the elective courses, maybe the students they can pick. Okay, and also if you are giving the interdisciplinary courses, you have to give the credits. Okay, you have to give credits to the concerned courses. So maybe 3 credits or 4 credits, like that, based on your institutional academic or board of studies, like that. So if the students they are learning the interdisciplinary courses, the credit they have to store in the academic bank of credit, and the credit transfer ISIM NPTEL courses also. So here the faculty upskilling and team teaching, the training on maybe you have to train the teachers on the problem-based learning, the technological integrations, and the assessment for skills. Yeah, the continuous reviews and quality is after you are giving the interdisciplinary courses to the students, you have to give the continuous review whether it is have any effective impact on the society. Maybe through IQC here, the IQC leads the structural feedback cycle. Okay, so they can get the feedback from the students, the faculty, the society, all these things, and the annual revision based on the academic outcome achievement, and the student and industry feedback also we can integrate. Yes. Yes, yes, we can conclude. Yeah, let us move from the teaching. We are teaching information to enabling the innovation. That is the NEP 2020. They stress to. Okay, we can't teach the students. We make the students enable to do some innovative things. Thank you.
Thank you, Annapriya ma'am. You have clearly pointed out how education must move from purely knowledge transmission to knowledge application, skill development, and holistic learning through multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary curriculum with so many examples. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
I now invite, Mrs. J. Merlin Teresa, Assistant Professor of Education from Stella Materna College of Education, to formally deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, Merlin, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Education is not the filling of a pot, but lighting of a fire. A very warm and grateful greetings to everyone gathered through online mode. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks for today's insightful session on designing interdisciplinary courses for future real skills. First and foremost, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished resource person, Dr. J. Annapriya, for illuminating us with forward thinking ideas, practical frameworks, and steps in designing interdisciplinary courses and formative and transformative perspectives. Your session has truly broadened our understanding of how interdisciplinary learning can equip learners and the management for the real world challenges. We extend a sincere thanks to both the organizing institutions, Stella Matutina College of Education and Sri Vidya College of Arts and Science, for jointly providing a platform for meaningful academic dialogue. Finally, I thank all the participants and faculty participants for your active engagement throughout the session. Thank you all once again.
Yes, thank you, Merlin, ma'am, for expressing your words of gratitude. On behalf of Stella Materna College of Education and Sri Vidya College of Arts and Science, Virudhunagar, I thank all the enthusiastic participants. Feedback link has been posted in the chat box. Kindly fill the feedback form, attendance form for this third day of our FTP. E-certificates will be sent to your email only when we have received all your feedback forms for all the 5 sessions. We look forward to your presence tomorrow at 2 p.m. for the session on Bridging Gap 21st Century Skills and Industry Academia Collaboration by Dr. K.A. Sheila, Assistant Professor of Education from Stella Materna College of Education. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.